banana a vegetable?
I don't know, but like it has seeds. Oh, it does a fruit. Fuck me. Okay. Ah! Let me. I'm just gonna tell everyone to go to the link, and then whoever gets in first. I like bananas though. Bananas in my thing is cool.
Dude, bananas are dope. Good fruit. Better than apples. Me and my homies, we hate apples.
I'm a big apple lover.
I mean,
Specific
apples don't taste bad. It's just like
Honey
I don't know.
Crisp.
I would prefer eating a different fruit over an apple. If I'm being honest.
More of a pineapple peach mango guy.
I like strawberry, like blue raspberry stuff. That's pretty cool.
I
Pretty
like
good.
bottles.
Oh, same. Are we live? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, I need to stop playing MLB. Okay. Cool. Go live so I can see your screen.
Oh fuck yeah! Give me a sec. I'm setting up the music.
I love music.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen now.
Yay.
Screen 1.
Watch.
I should probably do the thing where like color code these, but yeah, you know, well, I mean I could.
Who is?
This one can be like red. This borderline could be red. That could be exciting. Let's
Yeah,
do
I'd say
that.
like orange.
Let's do
Make
that.
it orange.
Orange is likely with purple, I believe. Oh wait, orange and purple fucking blow.
Orange and purple aren't bad. Those are like Halloween colors, man.
Yeah, it just reminds me of a really football team I hate.
Wait. Purple and orange football, don't tell me.
College.
You're not. Oh, college. Oh, that's Clemson then.
Yeah.
I thought you meant NFL. I was like, there's no purple and orange NFL teams.
Is
I
there
mean, like,
really
unless
not?
you're referring to Baltimore, but
No.
yeah.
Purple and black all the way. Okay. So we're gonna start with Kalos right quick. A little playoff scenario breakdown. I find it, first of all, let's look at it for what it is. Kuma's a fucking shoo-in, right? We can all
Well,
agree.
I think technically he still has a chance to miss. Mathematically, essentially needs to lose out -6 every single game.
That's
And then even then, that's like borderline number 8.
yeah.
But that's like one of the only ways that potentially, depending on how the rest of the teams play out, could miss out. But
Yeah,
essentially
I was
locked
gonna
in.
say, there's a good chance that just like, because I'd say number 8 will probably be like 4 and 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
3
there's
and 5.
4 and 4, 3 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 4. So yeah, yeah. So that's the case. Like, yeah, I don't think it's possible at this point. Then.
I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, he loses out, but does that happen? I don't know.
Because I mean, maybe because you're looking at 8 being 5 and 3, and then he will also be 5 and 3. So then there'll be like tiebreakers, and then it gets very, very wonky. It's technically like, obviously we'd have to like really look at the numbers and the matchups and see how like actually possible it is, but it's technically possible.
It would be a nightmare scenario for Kuma for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Glamorgan, on the other hand, his only loss isn't really a real loss. It was the unfortunate tie loss, as we call it here.
Yeah.
But one loss under same div. How the hell? That
it just means his wins are
a lot more convincing.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize he was. I thought he was like plus 15. I didn't realize he was plus 18. Damn. Shit, yeah, so Glamorgan could also miss it in the same way. I don't doubt that. Philly, though. Philly could realistically drop at least 4-1 while these wins are closer.
So they'd have to lose out and then have some differential stuff going on.
I mean, the differential stuff could happen from how tight this Kalos game is. It's kind of like Unova right now. A lot of teams are 3-2, 2-3. And I mean, anything could really happen at 3 and under. Top 2 are solid. But at +7, that's just 2 losses away from being on the verge as Boston and Gross mourn. As this is what we're here for as we go to week 6 and 7. As B, who's B face right quick?
Bumble.
But no, I'm looking at B. So fuck me. A pointless B plays Bumble. Oh, the Bumblebee matchup. All right, sick. And then B
I should have made that game of the week, but Kaborka and Pickle needed it.
The Kaborka Pickle game. And then he plays, and then they play Crunchy, and then B plays Day. So honestly, after week 6, B can get some big wins in here.
Yep.
Judging from how
I definitely expect B to make playoffs.
It's definitely looking like it. Looking like it could happen.
Instead of looking at the teams, and then Bumble is also right there, 3-2, one loss. I mean, the Bumble versus B matchup is gonna be good.
And you're not gonna miss playoffs. Come on now.
He's memeing. Kaborka though, Kaborka's right there. They need to keep the wins.
Everything from 3 and lower is all still very, very much up in the air.
Up in the air.
Because even though some of the bottom teams have bad differentials, like me with -8, or me with -10, Tottenham -8, and B with -6, it all still could very much change in these last 3 weeks.
Who does Kaborka play? Kaborka plays
Pickle. We just talked about this.
Yep. And then
Dozo. And then Bumble.
Ooh, we're gonna have to really do it with this one. Kaborka, I know you're in here, man. You gotta pull out at least 2 out of 3 and make it convincing.
Hey, as long as you get Florges to being the kill leader in Kalos for the entire season, that's all that matters. You just have to beat out Chien Pao. So.
Chien Pao, Great Tusk, the usual. Thunder Asterion. Now, Toronto's been 1-3. They just won 1, and all these teams are tied at 2 and 3, and that is 6, 7, 8. That is 6 teams tied at 2 and 3. Northerns make it in Toronto. Instead of talking about Toronto for a second, does Toronto miss playoffs?
Potentially. What's their remaining schedule look like? I know they face me week 7.
Can Tottenham make it back for another shot at a back-to-back run? Can Trainer Black beat Day? Can Trainer Black beat Raven? And can Trainer Black beat Memphis?
Honestly, I think Tottenham might realistically drop both games to Day and Raven.
You think it's possible?
I think it could be very possible. Oh, for sure. Because this guy, again, saw a Specs Dragapult that killed things. Just came in, killed things, swapped out. And instead, brought a Snorlax to a Fortress and an Ackle stack. I see what could have been, but I also see what could have been with a Dragapult with Specs and Draco.
About Tottenham is that I'm hearing he's a great mock person. He's great to mock with and great to talk to, but then when it comes to his in game, he just changes it last second.
His prep decisions are something. Some are good, some are detrimental.
But in mocks they're good, and then he changes them.
Yeah, I don't know what he sees with it, but I mean, I think he could make playoffs. I think he could very easily miss playoffs. I think he really has to win against Day this week, or else I think it's just kind of over for him. And honestly, same with Toronto. If Toronto doesn't win this week against Philly, then I think it could potentially be over for them too. I think it could be a really, really big loss for Toronto this week. They might pick up a free win next week against me, but then they have to go right back to facing Raven. So
I will say, Kalos seems like pretty close. Like it could like, you especially once you get like past like even Kuma and Dozo, like they're basically they haven't lost yet. But when you look past them, even like everyone from Flygons downwards looks like they could pick up a win against anyone or pick up a loss. And that's not saying that it's the Wild West, but it's rather just indicative of like how everyone's getting better. And as the season has progressed, like people are really coming to form. And so the people who maybe have been really, really good before might be starting to slow down because, people are catching up with them. Or people who, might have been picking up a lot of losses before might be you expect to start picking up some wins now that they've kind of come to them. Like, for example, you look at Boston Bonnets or Raven, they're 2-3. They had 2 horrible losses, 1 and 2 that we don't want to talk about. But they're they have a neutral differential, right? They're negative. They have a neutral differential.
Crazy.
And so that's that's saying something. And it could really like everyone's kind of just up there. And it's everyone's up for grabs.
Who do you think makes it from Tokyo to about? I mean, do you think Ottawa and Nick are gonna make it?
No.
Do you think you can make it?
I think I have a chance, but the next 3 weeks I need to go really, really well. I need to find a way to get some crazy differential against Raven, which I don't think is going to happen just because of the style of Raven's team. But as long as I can pick up a win and then maybe get some differential back against either Norwalk or Toronto, I could potentially make it. And I need some obviously some people above me to lose a few games and whatnot.
I think differential is not going to be the biggest concern. Like, yes, something you're going to want to think about. But like, if you were to win out the last 3 games, it's 4-4, right? And 4-4 might just be really big cusp, and maybe differential matters. But like, 4-4.
I think 4-4 is when you have to start looking at differential and potentially trying to preserve some of it, because like there are going to be a lot of 4-4 teams that just scrape by in playoffs, and realistically, every team except for Tokyo could end up at 4-4, and then it's just a one big differential mess.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tight. But if I had to go from the top to number 8 to who I think is going to make it, it's going to be Tokyo, Glamorgan. I think Philadelphia keeps his spot there. I think Day rises up to number 4. Then I think Bumble at 5. I think Kaborka makes it in at like 6 or 7. I think B makes it in at that other spot. And then the last spot is between
everyone else.
Boston.
Really.
Yeah, really everyone else. I can't really pick an 8th spot.
Yeah. I do think Donthans and Macaros are most likely out, but you never know. Like, I wouldn't exactly count them out entirely, but I wouldn't have my money on them over, say, well, everyone else kind of thing.
I would say... Holy shit. I really want to give an edge to Toronto here, so I'm going to keep the top 6. I'm gonna push Tottenham and probably Boston through. Those are my 8, I think, to get in. Those would be my 8 if I were to guess. Hello?
Oh yeah, you're good. I think Kaborka is kind of coming to form. Like now that he got his team, situated. He's picked up 2 wins. Toronto had a bit of a slouch, but he picked up a well-served and well-needed win, and so maybe that kind of tempo, kind of picks up moving forward, and so stuff like that could be, the deciding factor of like, is people going to be in the right mindset, and will that, put them in the right place to win out some of the well-needed battles, or maybe will they just lose it when it matters the most? I do think the
Hmm.
top 3 plus probably Kaborka makes it always. So then it's like the other 4 spots are
Yeah.
up to grabs.
The other, I just really want to believe in Caborca and Toronto, and I always believe in Crunchy. I'm a big Crunchy believer. And Aiden, if you can pull it off, if you can pull off the Miracle Run, I mean,
It'll have to require a lot of luck, which as some people who watch my games know, I do not have much of at all this season. God has favorites, and I am most definitely not one of them.
as of today,
What I did,
he's not.
I don't know.
As of today, he's not. Just ultimately, I wish everyone could make it, but 8 have to. No, unless we get really
No,
crazy.
expand the playoff pool to 14 teams. Make it a full-on league tournament. Who cares? Regular season doesn't matter.
Also,
One thing I'm
8.
excited.
Yeah, what's up?
One thing I'm excited for is that it's not really it's more of a it's more of a tradition I think people are going to start doing, but it's rather than like something you have to do. But seeing the winners between Unova and Kalos face off as just an exhibition match, that's a lot of fun to watch and host and things like that.
I do
True,
like
Crook,
that.
true. I did win out my last 3 games.
This is
maybe
where-
maybe the late season magic comes back.
The late season magic goes crazy, and you beat some good opponents last season, but if not mistaken. So
I think I faced Toronto week 7 or week 8 last season too.
you
So a little bit of
faced
deja vu.
Jersey, you faced Toronto, and somebody else, I believe. Also, just a little,
Jersey,
just a little
Toronto.
side thing. Any surprises from the top roughly 15, 20 mons and
Ottawa.
kill?
Ottawa too. Glasgow being up there's a little bit of a shock if I'm being honest.
At 5 and plus 2.
Dom Dozo too, a little crazy. Galarian Slowking? What was that?
I think
doing
Slow
there?
King is very surprising because it hasn't died. Like sometimes you get a lot of value out of it, and then at a certain point in a lot of games, you just kind of let it die, so you can really get a power position. So the fact that it's gotten 4 kills and has yet to die is really impressive.
Yeah, besides the obvious Florges, I would have to say fucking Grimmsnarl, because he runs it offensively, getting up in there at number 13.
Yeah, that's a
above some of
little
these
hill
other
type of
mons.
thing.
Type tag.
Little
Bags-
hill, annoying choice band, just
Also, seeing the very different paths of success for gouging fire between the leagues.
Still gets kills though.
so
Oh, he gets kills, but not nearly as many as in Unova, which we'll see in a
Bees.
bit.
Yeah,
And-
B's star of the show is definitely that ogre pawn.
Yeah, this thing, motherfucking friend goes stupid. So
We like friend in this household.
I love friend! Exclamation mark. Which speaking of Unova, just move on to Unova right quick.
Hell yeah.
The stream
good
doesn't
to
have to be long. Just want a little bit of breakdown.
Quick little stream.
I'll do the other stuff another time. But we look at. I'll do this really quick though. Oh,
No undefeated teams. Oh no.
Isn't that great? Don't you love seeing that?
I think it's fun to see undefeated teams.
I just think it's crazy how people do it. I forgot what color I used. I believe it was that one. Fuck me.
Jersey, also, the only thing keeping me from doing that in the last 3 games this season is that I'm not facing you, who doesn't bring Dragapult. I'm facing opponents who aren't trying to meme on me for the last 3 weeks. That could potentially hurt my chances a little bit.
It's
So-
just getting.
What's up?
There's a man just getting shot fired.
Oh,
Nah, it's not shots fired, Crook. Just he memed against me last season at the end of the season. It is what it is. I ended up winning, but both of us misplayed like a lot.
couple surprises here. Clef Keys being number 10. The champ also not might return to even Kalos to Unova that is. Charleston Chetnot's last. Yeah. There's some few surprises.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a lot of these
this
teams
is-
down here, like,
We have the previous champion. We have Dawn. We have Orange. Like that. Some of that doesn't.
We have Sin City which is higher than what I think some people have expected him to be at this point in the season.
I think everyone's.
Poor Drew.
But he bet on himself. And then as this past week just happened, Ben can't get over the hump against Abbotsford, and down goes less than defeated team.
Mug do be on a big W streak, that is for sure.
Yeah, Mug on the 3-game dub. Same for Fire Ant, same for Vancouver.
A little crazy. Gouging Fire, number 1, 12-2. Slightly less than Shin Pao and Kalos, which is 13-1.
Give me a second, guys.
But-
I'm sorry.
Oh no. The Kamish is sick, coughing up a storm.
I miss him already.
I know, right? Been gone for too long. I'm sorry. Why was Bubble Juniors on the screen?
You don't worry about it.
Why was Bubbles Jr. on?